What's good with the YouTube? Make sure y'all smack that like button. Smack that subscribe button as y'all come in the door. We're gonna get on Kanye West right now. And how Kanye West is right. Ye has another outburst, another breakout rant, as people call it, and he right. I ain't hear nothing wrong, he said. Now the crazy thing about Ye, some of us, even myself, we don't know if this the real Ye. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if this clone Ye or this real Ye. But it looked like real Ye. It looked like cloning people is probably something that they doing. Yeah, of course. I know. I pretty much can figure that they trying to do some creepy shit like that, or they do creepy shit like that. I wouldn't put it past them. But Kanye didn't look like no clone in this video. He looked like that same ticked off Kanye we've been seeing for the last 10 years. This is the same Kanye we've been seeing year after year. They come out and try to tell everybody, let everybody know what the hell really going on. And for some strange reason, people just don't listen. People still out here signing record labels. They still signing deals. You got rappers popping up every month, every year, signing deals, signing deals, signing deals. These Zionist guys that Ye talking about, they plan is still in motion. They still taking these young guys off the street, signing them so they can promote this bullshit and this dumb shit just to fill these jails up. This shit real. This shit is real. A lot of people don't think this shit happening. But at the same time, you got billionaire Kanye coming out telling you he's in the mix with these people. He's up there. A lot of us ain't got money. Majority of us ain't got money like Ye. Majority of us ain't got money like these millionaires and billionaires. So we don't know what's going on up there. So when you hear these guys talk like this is an outburst of what's going on, really. Because if it wasn't going on, he wouldn't be talking about all this. He wouldn't have to say it. He'd be a happy-go-lucky billionaire. But he's not. He understands that we are in a colonized construct, and we call it a matrix. You call it whatever you want, but we've been colonized by European Jews, European power, Europeans that have took the Bible and took it literal. They took that Bible and took it literal. And the reason a lot of this stuff go on, and a lot of y'all probably don't believe this shit might go on, is because religion. It's got a lot to do with religion. It's got a lot to do with religion. We done forgot who God is and what God is. For real. We don't know who God is. Our God was changed to a white dude. Just be honest. Because if you ask anybody about Jesus, so to speak, God, so to speak, and that the picture that they show you, everybody will tell you that's not him. Even the Bible explained that that's not him. So we understand that if you understand that, that means the image was changed for a reason. The image of God is major to a person, to a human being. This is a concept that we have created. God. God is the Almighty, all powerful. So if you're looking at God, the Almighty, all powerful, as a white dude, how you think you're going to feel about white people? It's simple. Once I start understanding this shit, that's why I had to take a step back from religion. Because you don't need a church. You don't need a religion to have God. Straight up. God is the Almighty. God is you. God is in you. Deep down in you. If you made in his image, you are that. And that's what Ye trying to explain to y'all. That's why Ye say God with him. Because he's God. That's why Kanye will call himself God. He understands the realm of the human being and our mind. How our brain can get so attached to idolizing something so bad and trying to represent and look up to something so bad, we'll stick to it and call it God. God. So we done stuck to this God that the Jews gave us, the Jewish gave us, these white people done gave us. Real shit. And since we feel like that God, or a lot of us feel like that God is omnipresent, which means he control everything, then y'all look at all this stuff going on as God's work, or some being in the sky, some imaginary person is putting all this together. But that's not the case. It's people. We dealing with people down here. Why do y'all think these white folks spend so much money trying to keep us distracted? Why do y'all think they spend so much money on military? Why y'all think they spend so much money on all this nonsense instead of the people? Instead of making sure we got plenty of money out here to survive at these jobs and make sure our homes got food, this and that and the third. Why do you think they ain't worried about that? Because people run shit. Not no imaginary person in the sky. I think we didn't got the wrong conception of God, what God is. Like I said, and who God is. That's why a lot of black Hebrews give Christians hell, because a Christian in reality, no matter if they believe in black Jesus, a Christian is under white Jesus. You're under European colonization. If you really break it down, you're still under that same mind frame that white people run the world. And white people were given the world by some God. That's that Christianity. Hebrews, on the other hand, Hebrews feel like black people should run the world. That we are the gods. That God looks like us. That Yahweh look like us. Yahweh shall look like us. That's what the Hebrew are. So that's why Hebrews and Christians go at it. But at the same time, we have to understand that it's all a belief. And one belief can cripple you, and one belief can enhance you as a brother, as a real American man. Because that's what I'm going to start calling so-called black people. Because that's another thing Kanye hit on. We are not black. We the real Americans. So if a real American brother and sister see God as themselves, we going to want power. We're going to want to control our communities, our homes, our children. We're going to want to control our government, our system. And the reason these Zionist Jews spend so much money trying to keep us distracted and miseducated is so we don't try to creep back into power. So they can control the resources, control the trade, control the world, control the wealth. Why do you think so many white people wealthy? Because they control it. Why do you think so many white people have money in America? Because they set this country up for them and put us on the back burner. That's just the truth. Once they desegregated everything and brought everything together, they put us on the back burner. Put us in the projects. And all the economic growth and high-paying jobs and all that stuff, they gave that to white people back in the day. So traditionally, black people ain't got no money today. Over time just went on, generation after generation. Like I said, back in the day, my granddaddy was working at a job, probably making a quarter an hour, while the white folks making $1 or $1.50 an hour, and getting life insurance, and getting good policies, goodwill policies. The brother couldn't get it. Brother couldn't get life insurance or nothing, make a will or nothing. And why he was making pennies. And naturally, people gonna make kids. People gonna have children. Back in the day, that's all they was doing was laying up. So, a lot of our grandfathers and uncles struggled if they didn't have their own land and property and stuff like that. A lot of them struggled when a lot of these Europeans came over here and took over economically, pretty much. And now that they took over economically, 100 years later, today, our economy is shit. It's weak. It's fragile. It's gonna crack any day. Because they wasn't thinking about the people. They was thinking about themselves. And that's exactly what the fuck Kanye going off about. Fuck all these motherfuckers. Fuck all these Zionist motherfuckers. Ye said he by himself. Ain't nobody got him. Everybody in that room just, they happy to be getting a check. Like he said, they happy to be getting a check with Ye or whatever, white dude just signing them. They happy to be getting their money. They don't care what Ye talking about. Like he talk about Mike Rubin, fuck all these motherfuckers. I mean, he was naming a lot of people I ain't never heard of. That's why I say billionaire Ye is up there mingling with these real money motherfuckers. The people that we don't see. The people who we want to see, because we know that's who in control of this country. These are people we need to talk to understand how the hell we can get to a better economy. Because down here on the bottom and mid-grade, all that, man, it's terrible down here in America. A lot of cities falling apart. Everybody's selfish. Everybody's just out for themselves. It ain't no more small businesses too much no more. It ain't a lot of money stuff going on for the citizens. It's pretty much just check to check, save what you can, buy what you can, and struggle. You got a lot of people, a lot of grown ass people in America struggling and going to their grave. Struggling, working 60, 70 years, 40 years, 50 years, and going to their grave. With a pension that the government gonna take. With life insurance that's gonna drain out in a year or after your funeral. It's a lot of bullshit going on in this country that was set up by the same people that run this country. And that's what Kanye West exposing. He exposed how all pretty much every black person you know done been to prison or know somebody that been to prison or had an abortion or live in poverty. But ain't no Jewish white folks living like that. And they get off on, they get away with that because they've tricked the world into believing that they God's chosen people. That they chosen by some God in the sky. So they don't have to live in poverty. They don't have to abort their babies. They don't have to do none of that. They don't have to eat GMO foods. But we not understand. We so caught up in this world and being entertained and laughing and giggling. We done forgot that it's people doing this to us. Scratch the names and classifications of this is people. No matter what you think a Jew is, because some people think a Jew is a race of people. No, it's not. Them white folks, Russian, Yugoslavian, white folks, whatever, from over that way. Them the same type of people you look at when you see Russians or Germans. Same thing. But at the same time, like I said, we so caught up in religion, we think we all the same. We all bleed red. God created us all equal. All this weak shit that they done fed us just to make us submit to this shit. And let me clear the record. We are not the same. Every different type of people, we are not the same. Yeah, we all bleed red. Yeah, but we all different. Goddamn me, you and a zebra, in any animal you cut open gonna bleed red. That don't mean we the same. So we got to understand that we are a different version of human beings. And I feel like every version of human beings should be controlling their version of human beings. It's duality and everything. Bullshit or not, good or bad, whatever you go through. I think so-called black people should be running black people. And so-called white people should be running white people. There shouldn't be no other race of people over another race of people. We don't want to control y'all. We don't want to enslave y'all. We don't want to torture y'all. We don't want to do none of that. Y'all want to do that to everybody else. So the way I see it, y'all going about y'all business. We need to separate again. Y'all go up north, we have the south or something. So we need to figure something out economically. We got to split this power because if we don't, it's gonna continue like this. It's gonna always be like this until it change, until shit just hit the fan and a lot of bodies be left in the street. Cause we got to come to a mutual understanding that we both have to take care of ourselves. Y'all take care of y'all, we're gonna take care of us. We can't live in the same house. We can't live in the same house because somebody gonna be in the basement. And for the last 150 years, black folks been in the basement. Ever since the early 1900s. Because around that time, up into the 30s and 40s, that's when, damn near all the way up into the 50s and 60s, black folks had their own stuff, their own markets, their own farms, they built their own houses, their own streets, their own neighborhoods, all that. We weren't worried about nothing. But once they brought everything together, they put this reverse psychology on us in a sense of desegregation. We need to come together. That fucked us up. And even Martin Luther King said it before they killed him. Said he integrated his people into a burning house. They should have kept their house. We keep our house. Then we won't have to worry about these record labels doing this shit to our creative artists. Because that's what music is. Music is poetry, creative art. It's a natural thing. There's always going to be singers, rappers, dancers. There's always going to be that. Y'all don't think black folks been rapping and singing for eons and centuries? Hell, a bird can sing. Singing and dance, that stuff is natural. Yeah, people are they juking and jiving. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, but that's a natural essence of our existence. Rhythm, beat, the drum. So if we controlled our own people, we control our record labels. We control our music industry. What type of music we feed to our people, our kids. We can control that. But since we're not in control, they control it. They the ones writing the check. So they gonna tell you what to say, what to play. They gonna bring songs to you. They gonna pick and choose who they want to pay for what. Cause this how them Zionist Jews do it. You can have a black person who sit here and talk about killing black people, shooting them, killing them, raping them, and they will sign him $1 million contract. But then you had this other black guy who rap about love, loyalty, respect, honor, family. He got a lot of substance in his songs, a lot of stories and meaning. They not gonna sign him. They gonna make him work harder. He gonna have to stay independent. He gonna have to pretty much pull a J. Cole, make a whole album by himself and go platinum. He gonna have to shock the world just to make it on the level of this rapper that talk about this bullshit. Even though this rapper that talk about peace and harmony and good shit is way better than this other rapper, them white folks ain't gonna sign him because he ain't talking about the dumb shit. He ain't gonna help them fill prisons up and fill up these graveyards and sell these drugs into these neighborhoods. So that's how they do these labels. And y'all gotta understand that. A lot of people want to sign contracts. They want to get in with these labels. Man, I'm trying to get signed. I'm trying to get on. You're not getting on. You're not getting signed. You're being used. As soon as they done using your ass, they gonna kick you to the curb. Just like they do all these artists. And a lot of these artists will try to get in there like, man, I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna do it different. No, you ain't. You think you is, but they already ahead of you because they control the business. They control the business side of it. And this is for everything. This is not just the music industry. This is the food industry, judicial system, anything you can think of. Black people, we need to control it. We need our own shit. And that's why Kanye going off. Say black people have been voting Democrat for years. And y'all don't understand that voting and shit, that don't matter. It just make us look even more weaker. It just, every year that we vote and try to get in with this shit, it just make them look like, oh, okay, yeah, they still down with us. They ain't woke up yet. They still down with we still voting, trying to see if the next one gonna do better. Ever since I've been alive, that's like the thing. Oh, we gonna vote another one in there. We're gonna see what he do. Have y'all not seen it? It don't matter who they put in there. If white people in charge, the same type of shit gonna be going on. We're gonna be in debt. We're gonna be in poverty. We ain't gonna be making none of these jobs. Gas prices go up and down every day. Ain't nothing set in stone. Everything is just free. Like everything is freestyled every day, pretty much in America. I don't know what the fuck. They print money every day, but we broke. They send trillions and billions of dollars across seas. That let me know that they sending money back to mama. That's where they from. They from over there. They from all them European countries. They sending money back to mama. The same way the Spanish come here and make their money and send it back to Guatemala and Mexico. That's what these Europeans been over here doing for years. Collecting our resources, making money off our back. We working for them pretty much. And they send that money back to mama. So we got to understand that voting Democrat and voting and all, trying to get these, and you still picking a white dude. It don't matter who you put in there. I'm telling you, nobody is talking the way Kanye talking. Kanye speaking some real shit. Y'all better listen. If you don't understand how America is, listen to Kanye. Go listen to his latest rant. This is America. Him and Charleston White, they give you a gritty, downright 100% view of America today. America is bipolar. America, this whole country is bipolar. Because we in a psyop. We in a fucked up system. And a lot of us don't want to believe it because we so religious, but we can feel that shit. Every day we wake up, going to these jobs, going to these schools, we can feel something ain't right. Something ain't right. And that's what Kanye trying to expose. The people that run this country don't want it to be right in no type of means at all. They want to use you, collect money off your back, kick you to the side, whatever. I mean, it's numerous things they just want to do to you. But the main thing is controlling you so they can keep the power. And that's what all this boils down to. These Zionist Jews want to control the power of this country and the world. But guess what? The shit ain't working. The shit is not working. So we got to understand that this is what's going on. It's not no joke, man. These guys and stuff, they're not having these rants and going off like this for nothing, man. This shit is really going on. So to all my artists out there, y'all thinking about signing it to these record labels and doing this, stay independent. You're not going to be the one to go in there and change these people. No. The only way change is going to happen is if a group of us, if all of us open our eyes and switch up our frame of thought and lean more towards power instead of entertainment. We got to focus on power and controlling our cities, controlling our counties and neighborhoods and our states. We got to get back to that, having our own grocery stores, our own everything, doctor's offices, everything. We need to get back to controlling our destiny instead of letting some white folks do it and thinking that God done sent these white people or some God done sent these white people to do it. No. Naturally, people should be in control of their own people. Real shit. Good or bad. It's duality and everything. But I really feel like us, black people, American Indian people, would be way better off if we had our own leaders. If we had our own system, our own government. Again, this our country. This our money. That's what Ye let y'all know. This our country. And he's not lying about that. So if you one of them white people who feel like, we just talking crazy, go study your history. Cause I guarantee your ancestors just got here in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Y'all not from over here. Y'all just got over here. And it's been a lot of bullshit, a lot of grimy shit going on that got y'all into power today. So it's time for that to change. And that's what the hell Ye talking about. Bipolar America got to wake up. Who are we, black people? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? I advise everybody go check out Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway be killing it. I'm pretty sure Ye didn't listen to him. He be killing this shit. He gonna let you know who we are. And my grandma, be honest, my grandma been telling me since I was a kid. But we never really paid attention to it because we was taught this other shit at school. And this other stuff was going on at church. So when your grandma told you, you know, your grandma or her granddaddy was an Indian, we just like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's dope. Whole time we hearing the Bible and schoolwork telling us we from Africa. We was brought over here on slave ships. America was pretty much empty until, you know, people came over here. It was a few little people over here, but they killed them off with diseases and smallpox blankets and shit. See what I'm saying? Sneezing on them and shit. You see, that's the lie they told us. So we was believing that more than the Indian story. But as we grow up and time start to marinate and all this information is coming out now we starting to see this our land, man. We've been here. We've been here for a long time. The more and more I look around at our American people, our black people, you can see the American Indian. You can see the American Indian all in us. Because these them images they try to portray. It's all in us. So we got to get back in control, man. And that's what Kanye talking about, man. Fuck these Jews, man. I know they probably cut my video off of them. I'm just speaking my mind. Free speech, right? I don't wish no harm on no Jew, though. I don't wish none of that. I don't wish death or nothing on no Jew. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just speaking my mind. Same way y'all let a rapper say fuck black people, it's fuck the Jews. Same shit. Same way I say fuck my neighbor, same shit. So I'm not saying this to wish no harm. I'm just saying that black people need to be in control of our own shit. The American Indian need to get back in control. Straight up. P.S.A, man. Your votes don't count. Stop worrying about these people, man. We got to get back in control of our own destiny. Shout out to Kanye, man.